We'll put this at the bottom. Let's turn it over. Let's turn it over. Let's get one more oracle. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to use. I'll use this one. Let's see. This is for Virgo. Okay. Ooh, we always get this card. This has been coming out a lot. Like this whole travel thing has been like a huge theme for Virgos, which some Virgos are afraid to travel, so I'm not really sure what's up with that. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading. First card that's coming out here is a ladybug. I love this card. This is probably one of the best cards in that big ass deck. And it says a vibrant, abundant life. Happy, comfort, leisure, good health, balance, wish come true, wishes, more than one, birth or some type of, this would be, if you're pregnant, this would be a birth of a daughter instead of a son. But this is just saying that some of you guys are going to have a child, and that's not for everyone, of course, but for some of you, it's that's a reality. Okay. Man, that is such a good card to come out. Ladybugs have always been considered to be like a very lucky energy. So I will say that that's really, really good. You did have death at the bottom of the deck, so this is a transformational time here, okay? And as far as relationships, you guys are going to be coming up which I told you guys before, a very intense connection with someone, very passionate, okay? The person could be a little someone. I don't know who it'll be. I always have to say that because in astrology you can think that it's the person that you're reading for. It can end up being another person, but it could be a little obsessive, or someone could be a little obsessive. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's like a lot of thinking. Like you may not know that this person is thinking about you all the time, or you could be thinking about someone a lot. Okay, you could be in that energy right now or in the future. So that's what I'm saying here with that second word. Here talks about a lot of intense passion and intimacy here with Pluto. This also talks about the determination to win or to overcome things. And we've talked about that plenty of times, about you overcoming obstacles. And Pluto is going to be transforming those situations for you, okay? I'm just so in love with this card. This is just so amazing. Now, here you guys have travel. And it says that this is an omen that there's going to be a new adventure waiting for you, and opportunities to travel are coming. It says it's time to get out of the house. I usually have to say this, usually for Sagittarius. I usually don't say this for Virgos, so this is so funny that it's coming out telling you, get your ass up out of the house, right? I'm always make sure that this happens. You know, even if I have to like just take a drive, I go out the house at least for 2 hours a day. So it says, get out the house to see part of the world. Okay, even if it's just new parts of your town or countryside. Exactly. I agree with that. It also says pay attention to timing and plan accordingly. So if you guys are going to travel, make sure you travel for delays, okay? And I do believe that some of you guys had asked me about travel situations in the past, and I was like, maybe some delays, maybe some issues, but you guys will be okay. And they end up being not horrible delays, but they were, okay? It says pick the right time. It says pick the right travel companions and enjoy yourself. So you know you can't travel with everybody. Y'all know that, right? You can't just get in a car or get on a plane with people who you know you don't get along with. But because that card is coming out, I don't know what's happening with Virgos. This travel energy has been coming out for the past like 3 weeks. And it's something so, I mean, I would say it's something minute, but it's like, is there something happening here where you have to get up and travel and go somewhere? Like, you know, I can see if we're talking about love and money, but something like traveling keeps coming out. I'm like, that's interesting. Why is it coming out so much for Virgo? So yeah, it's in the reading. It's in the reading. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be, you know, coming up in the reading a lot over the next few weeks, actually. So, and especially with Uranus going into Gemini, it's going to go back into Taurus. But once it fully goes into Gemini, who the hell knows what that is referring to? Okay, because around the summer of next year, that could be what it's referring to. A lot of traveling with Gemini. Gemini deals with Mercury, and that's what it does. You travel. There's a lot of communication, traveling, but usually if a card is coming out saying travel and it's not dealing with communication, it's coming out the way that it is. That's the house that it's talking about. So that's Uranus and Gemini all day. And I'm not really sure what house you are having to deal with. I don't know what that is in your chart, but I definitely see that here for you guys, hands down. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start on your tarot. We're not going to do the oracles the way we did this week. We're going to go ahead and push these to the side really quickly. All right, so let's start on your tarot, Virgo. All right, let's see what's happening here with you, Virgo. Of course, the first cards sometimes talk about the past, but not necessarily. Ooh, you got a number 4 there. You got the 4 of Pentacles. What's at the bottom of the deck? Ooh, you guys got a Knight of Swords. There's someone coming up in here. Hold on. Now here with the 4 of Pentacles, we're going to start with money like we always do. We're going to start with money like we always do, okay? And then we'll get to the love portion. Each card is going to have love and money, okay? You guys already know how this works. So we're going to start with the finances first. I like the fact that this card talked about feeling comfortable and abundant life. So when you look at the 4 of Pentacles, I don't necessarily feel like that's where you guys have been. You know, personally, I just don't feel like that. The 4 of Pentacles specifically, oh, you know, speaking of which, let me go ahead and make sure no one interrupts. Hold on, guys. That email saved me because otherwise I would have, a call came in and would have messed up the live. And if it does spin, it's just because they're leaving a voicemail, just hanging there with me, guys. But anyway, I don't necessarily think that, you know, when it comes down to your finances have been the best, you know, how you have to hold on to every penny. And so here with the 4 of Pentacles, that's what I'm saying. Thank you so much, Denise. Okay. But yeah, but I definitely feel like when it comes down to your money, it has not been great. Okay. You know, the 4 of Pentacles represents conserving, you know, what you have, building up, trying to attempt to conserve and build up. He's sitting on a lot of different pumpkins, and I feel like that's what you guys have been trying to do. But I don't know if it's been working. If I had to be honest with you, I don't know if it's been working because I do see debt. I see debt here, okay? And I do feel like you guys have been needing assistance in some way. And I'm saying some of you, not all, but if I go to the past, which is what I'm doing, I'm going to go to the future as well with this card. But if I was to go to the past, I definitely see that there has been a need for assistance in some way. I'm not saying it's financially. I'm not saying that your mother, your father, or whoever has been giving you money. I do believe that it has happened where you may have needed it, but I do believe it's been other ways that you have needed to be assisted. So here with the 4 of Pentacles, you've been holding on to whatever you can hold on to be completely honest with you. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So as far as finances, you're going to be okay. Okay, you're going to be okay. But I definitely see here that you guys have definitely been having some issues. So that goes back to the reason why that vibrant, okay, it was very descriptive. A vibrant, abundant life is what you're going to be experiencing. Really, really good. Now, we're going to go ahead and talk about the love portion. You know, I feel like you had some really deep feelings for someone. And I don't know if you realized how deep you felt for them, really. Like, if I had to be honest with you with this four of Pentacles, this is you, right? I'm not saying that your person didn't feel this way. I'm not saying that maybe they were holding back their feelings and, you know, but I feel like there was something that you realized, you know, after, because I don't see you in a relationship. Not with this card. I don't see that you are in one now. I do feel like that there has been a separation according to this card here with the 4 of Pentacles because you're not able to express. Now, if you're in a marriage, this is not the best because that means that you're not able to express your opinions and your feelings. It's not the best of energy, right? And that problem is way beyond anything that I can help you with at this point. Speaking of which, speaking of being able to express yourself, when I pulled this card, the Queen of Swords came out. Maybe it's not the problem of if you can express, it's how it's being expressed. It's how someone is accepting what you're saying, or someone saying how you are talking to them. Because, you know, Queen of Swords can be a little brutal. Okay? So I don't know, maybe there was a discussion before and now someone feels like they can't open up or something like that, especially in a marriage or a long term. This is a little problematic. I do not suggest anyone to, not open up in a relationship. It's going to be very detrimental. So I want to leave that there. As far as couples, that's a little touchy. But when we're talking about when you were dating, okay, I feel like something may have gotten in the way. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I feel like something have gotten in the way, definitely. Okay, when it came down to your relationship, but I do feel like you had really strong feelings for someone, and I don't think that you understood how strong those feelings were, according to this reading. And it could have been you or them, actually. You may have known, maybe they didn't. For the single people, there's somebody coming in here. Single people, there's someone, that you don't have to get on the internet and, do these weird dating. I'm not seeing that. I feel like this person is in your area. There is someone in your area you're going to be talking to pretty soon. I see a person coming in here. I don't know who they are yet, but I do see a person coming up in here, and they are around you, okay? But the Four of Pentacles also kind of represent you holding back a little bit. I'm not sure if you're holding back because of the past. I'm not sure if you're holding back because you're not really certain. But I do see that there's going to be someone that you're interested in. This person is a professional type. Like, this person seems like they are, and a professional could be anything. Like, they could be an accountant, or something like that. I don't necessarily see them doing construction, but they could, They're all about their business. They could have their own business, but they're all about their business. So I don't want to say that a construction person wouldn't be professional. I just see them in more so a professional setting, or they're going to tell you that that's the job that they do. So the person that I see coming in, they're going to be in a professional field, which means, maybe a tie or something, or maybe they have to dress up every now and then, or they maybe every day or something like that. That's how I see this person being. Okay. Oh, this is why I said I saw somebody coming in. I totally forgot that this had fell out. So you got the Knight of Swords, but we do have to pay attention to the picture of the picture here. Now this person is sneaking through the window. So, I don't know, could you know this person? Could you? We're going to find out. We're going to find out if you can know this person or not. This could be someone who is an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I also feel like there could be a Scorpio here. I feel like there could be a Scorpio, but this picture is telling me something, and I'm not quite sure what it is. I want to push this to the side because, truthfully, I'm about to shuffle again, but something's up with this Knight. This person could have been very athletic, too. Okay, or maybe they have an athletic build. This person may come to your home, or you may meet them at night. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see what's happening here. This is for Virgo. Damn, it came out anyway, y'all. I want to take it, but it came out with the moon. It came out with the moon. This could be a Pisces. You guys could be dealing with a Pisces, right? What did I say? I say it could be, oh no, okay. That's why I said Scorpio. I was wondering why I kept feeling Scorpio. Scorpio came out earlier. So there's the death card. So You could be dealing with a Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra, or a Pisces. This came out with the moon, okay? This is crazy because here it is again. If this person is sneaking in, even the moon even talks about some sort of like, I want to say sneaky, right? But something hidden or that you don't see. Now that's kind of crazy because it's like, what the hell could that mean? What does that mean in this situation? I don't know, but I mean, it does kind of feel like maybe this is someone that you don't know that likes you. You get what I'm saying? Maybe this is someone that you don't know is admiring you or some sort. That's the only thing that I can think of, okay, just based on the way that this came out again. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to take one because I'm only going to take one. The Knight of Swords. And I said that, you know, like, of course, because I forgot that that was even sitting there, but it was strong. I feel like there is definitely someone who's going to come in. Now, we're talking about money. We're going to start with the financial card first. Now, financially, let's talk about it. Someone said it in the comment section, and I usually don't say, hold on, what is going on here? Okay, now I'm starting to see the comment section. I don't want to block y'all, but you know, my finger's kind of on that little button there. Okay, make sure you guys behave. Now, when it comes down to actual finances, with this Knight of Swords, someone actually, that's how I saw it. I think it was Sitsi who said thief. Well, I mean, it could have been. Maybe someone has taken some money from you. I don't know. That's not like the first thing that I necessarily thought. I mean, yeah, I do feel like somebody may have been trying to sneak in and do something, but you know, there could have been someone who you may feel or may have felt like somebody has taken something from you. Okay. But there's also, you know, someone in your job that could be a little bit sneaky. Now, that's what I first thought, because we're talking about actual businesses and where you work and stuff like that. This is a sneaky energy. And I feel like for a lot of you guys may have been dealing with someone who is sneaky as hell at your job, or you may not be aware of it. You know that they don't like you. Maybe you don't like them, but you don't know to the extent of how, right? So this is like someone who's trying to be sneaky in some kind of way. All right. With this Knight of Swords, I'm just telling you. This is the type of person that kind of makes me feel like, you know how people may say something like, you know, oh, I'm a little busy. Can you get that for me? Oh, I'm a little busy. Can you do that? Right? That's what it feels like. And you'd be like, well, I'm busy too. Why are you asking me? It feels like this person is picking on you a little bit, but not picking on you. That it just seems like they're always needing help. Because I see you real busy, and I'm talking about in a work setting. It just feels like I'm looking at you being real busy, and this person is throwing more balls on you. Okay? That's the image that I'm getting. And it's kind of like, why are they asking you to do more and you're already doing it, right? So I don't know. I do feel like if we're talking about in a work setting, this person looks like or feels like to be a little snake. So just be careful if we're talking about the work setting. But this will be you more so like a ninja. That means you're going to have to move accordingly. Don't show people your hand. You guys already know. You've been here for a very long time. You already know with me when I was working, you know, full time in the hospital and stuff like that. You probably are dealing with some of the worst people in the world when you're dealing with nurses. I just have a really good ignore game, you know, and they hated that shit, right? Because I didn't care about what people felt. I really didn't. But that developed over time, though, because when I was younger, when I was in my 20s, ooh, that was horrible for me. When I got in my 30s, baby, I had mastered it, okay? So some of you guys may have to get to a point where you are not very vocal. You just say, thank you. Yes, you could put it there. You could put it down. You could put it over there. You could put it over there. Ooh, that baby. I used to actually enjoy waking up sometimes because I knew I was going to be irritating people like that. But I do feel like if this is a work energy, be careful. Be careful. Okay. You know, I will say, as far as, you know, work energy as well, we're just going to kind of get off of this whole Knight of Swords for a second. I do see you guys either going to school or you're going to be doing double. Now, this is, again, another thing that I have been constantly seeing for you guys where you're doubly busy. Not at one particular job, but I'm just saying you're either picking up a course with something or you guys are going to have a side hustle or something like that, because I see a lot of busy energy here for a lot of you, and I'm seeing that even in personal readings. I'm not quite sure what you're going to be doing because it's different for everybody. I am seeing a lot of busy work. So here it's telling you that you guys got to make sure you start prioritizing your life accordingly. So don't think that you're just going to be waking up. You guys already know I wake up early now. Like, even though I don't want to go live, like I've been up for like 2 hours. So I'm just, I still didn't want to go live. I was like, I just don't feel like I just want to be lazy and sit on the couch. And I'm like, no, you got to do this because you told them, right? But I do believe that you guys are going to have to start prioritizing certain things, because you're not going to be able to just get up and do things, okay? Because you do have the tendency to get out of balance, and I'm not really sure what is happening that's causing that, but I do see that you guys have a tendency to get out of balance very quickly. So just be mindful, okay, of that when it comes to this whole back and forth thing with why did I say back and forth? Why did I say that? I meant to say adaptable. I don't know why I said back and forth, but I guess I'm about to get to the love portion in a minute. Okay, wow. But yeah, as far as adaptability, you guys have to make sure you stay adaptable. And that's not just me saying that. I'm telling you, no, you are going to have to stay adaptable because you're going to be very busy with children, with schooling, with possibly taking care of family members, that type of stuff. This is a warning. Okay. Maybe here with the Knight of Swords, this is more so like quick thinking. Okay. Quick decisions. Quick decisions. Because you're going to have to balance everything. You got to balance it all. This is going to be like a balancing act for you. Okay. And there is going to be a decision that some of you guys may actually have to make that you're going to have to make pretty quickly. Like, you can't wait. Someone is going to put something on you or tell you or give you an invitation to something where you may have to make some type of quick decision. I'm glad that I actually said that. I just be talking and then it kind of comes to me. Okay, that's what I'm saying here. When it comes to love, I literally just said back and forth, which is really weird because I'm like, why the hell did I say that? Because I know in your last reading, I know for a fact, I didn't pick up any past energy at all. Like, at all. I didn't pick up any past, okay? And I'm not saying that for everyone that I'm reading for, I'm not saying that for everybody, that this literally means that you're going to be dealing with a past person. No. However, I think it's quite interesting that I said I felt someone and forgot that this card had came out and looked down and was like, oh yeah, there it is. Like, yeah, there is a person in the reading. Okay. There is someone, as far as relationships, I see somebody here. And I think I said that earlier where I said that someone is around. Now you may be like, oh, well, no one's around right now. It doesn't have to be. I'm telling you, if somebody's around and you don't know it yet, or energetically, and there's one in the spiritual world, right? And we can see it, like, meaning that this person is very close. Okay. So I'm not quite sure who this is yet. Don't come for me. We're going to find out when we hit the third card, but there is definitely an individual who's here. Can I dare say that there's going to be someone who's going to come in here and change your life, though? Now that goes back to the death card. I can tell you for a fact that that's what this is saying. I don't know what's making me think that knight is the card to say it, but it is a person. And I'm telling you, oh, you even had support. I'm sticking to my guns with this one. You guys got somebody who's in here and support you. I don't know. And sometimes the support system can be an actual friend. It could be a lover.